Welcome back, everybody.
I'll join you when I finish my sandwich.
No problem.
I've been working on my Be Right Back screen as well.
All little things that you need to do all the time.
Well, I don't have one right now, so I've been creating one.
And you'll find that you'll create it and then you'll evolve over time and it will get... Then you'll do different things and you'll decide that you don't like the one you've done and you'll make a new one. I think we do it all the time.
This one's just going to be a temporary one until my mum gets done with the falcon she's making for me.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I've just done I've done a simple pixel art thing, but it's trying to finish it off. I spent, since I started work yesterday to about an hour ago on it, and it's still not finished yet.
See, I just grab an image and stick some graphics over the top. And I hardly ever use Be Right Back. I use it when there's a server restart and that's probably it for me.
Yeah. But it's still a nice thing to have instead of people just being like, oh, nobody's there.
Yes, it does make sense. Just having something that says, I'm not here and this is the reason why.
Because I've been using something called GIMP.
Yeah, no, I know GIMP.
GIMP and Paint.
I understand Paint. Everyone else understands better programs, but GIMP I get my head around. Just about.
Where have I put it? Is it this one? Nope. Oh no, I remember what I saved it as now. Tile 1 and Tile 2.
So my reasoning to bring everyone to a different Discord was because I want to keep Goblin Z as Goblin Z.
All right, okay.
Because it's a server, it's a Discord server. It's not really made for people playing other maps other than the map that it's made for.
Yeah. So I've put a couple of files into private chat on Discord.
Yeah.
They're the two images that I'll be using for it. So it's basically just a guy running through a ruined city, and it'll just be flipping between the two images.
Let me just jump into a tree because I don't want to get shot. Okay, that makes sense.
I've never done anything like this before.
That's probably the biggest thing with streaming. Sorry, the biggest thing with streaming is you'll get used to doing things you've never done before because you're learning all the time.
Tell me about it. Have we had the server reset on Livonia yet?
Probably I don't know. I don't know what time the reset is normally.
Like as in the full reset for this week?
No, we're still on purge because I've still got all my stuff. So if I hadn't got my stuff, then we'd know the purge had been done.
I've been up since like 8ish, and I hadn't eaten until now. Just been doing tons and tons of shit. There's only 4 people on, that's including you.
Yeah, it's dead because it's purge week. No one's got any interest in playing. They'll probably wipe it Thursday or Friday. So at this point, no one's really interested in it anymore. Why would you play and put any time in when in 2 days' time any effort you put in is lost? It's how people look at it.
Yeah, no, I get it. Where's my tobacco on the table? 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I logged that right next to you last time, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm just making a fire so we can dry out. Yeah, I'm just putting
What
a
the
fire
hell
together
is my food
because
flashing? What?
no idea.
Yo.
Hello.
Is your character okay on food and that?
Oh, I've got shed loads of food. I just need to get myself dried out a little bit.
My stomach's full. Good. So I don't like smoking on stream. I don't mind vaping, but smoking's just horrible.
Do you stream with a webcam?
No, not well. I do it occasionally. It's not a bad idea.
I'm just gonna dry my clothes. I'm not gonna take them off. I'm just gonna get them so they're damp and on. That way, if we're suddenly bumped, I'm not naked running away.
Yeah. I can't believe a game like this that's sold is still receiving updates.
But they make a lot of money out of this. When you see how many sales they're getting monthly at sort of £40 per sale, of which, okay, Steam are taking 20%, but they're still making good money out of it.
Yeah. Oh, you can't ring out a hunter's vest. That's a bit shit.
Yeah, certain things can't be wrung out.
Alright. 5 minutes and I go live. You just enough time to get all this shit done. You can't ring out a bag, can you?
No, but you can dump it next to the fire and it will dry out. And it's quick. You can dump it next to the fire and it will dry out, and it's quick to pick up in an emergency.
Gonna get all this shit done before I go live.
Okay. So longer term, on this Discord, I'm thinking of trying to put together a team to play one of the Walking Dead servers. If you're interested.
Yeah, Mars played that as well. That was quite fun.
So the idea was to put a team on there, and we'd build a base, and we'd actually dominate the server.
That'd be funny.
Because I don't do runs. I don't do events. What I'm doing with you is really out of character for me. I don't do adventures. Merv and Jag do adventures. I don't enjoy it. For me, it's about going onto a server, building a base, raiding people. That's my world. Which is less Jag and less Merv world, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no. Marv's been talking about doing a base build series though.
He's been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea for him though. We get a lot of people joining. Like if we can convince him to join us on here for a base build run.
Merv doesn't overly play the servers I play. In the past, whenever we've tried to, like Jag, Merv, me, Cookie, and people have tried to work together on a server, it probably hasn't worked that well because we think too differently. That doesn't mean I don't watch his content, and we enjoy each other's content. It doesn't work, if that makes sense.
I'm guessing it's the same for like vests and things. You can throw them down near the fire and they'll dry out too.
Yeah, you can put all your clothes on the floor if you want to, but I'm always of the opinion that if we came under fire, I'd need to quickly run, so not putting all my clothes back on is easier.
Yeah. I'm trying to come up with a way that I can open my videos as well.
How do you mean?
It's like having an opening for when I start my videos up.
Okay, I don't. So I when I do a series, I was always told the best thing to do is to recap on what you did last time and give an objective of what you're going to try and do this time.
Yep. Oh, that's a rotten bit of fish.
Cookie uses a video that when he does a video on YouTube, he has like a 30-second segment that always gets put at the front of every video. Me, I just launch into the video and say welcome back and carry on.
Yeah, videos is another way that I want to do things as well, so I need to learn how to edit too.
So I use CapCut. For me, it seems to make sense, and I can edit up to 8K.
CapCut.
And it's free.
That thing I used for my thumbnail today is really good. It's called VED, VED.
Yeah, no, I saw you'd put it there. I understand people do thumbnails. For me, I just choose a picture of Livonia and stick some graphics over the top. I think everyone's got their own style, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And just because it works for one person doesn't mean it'll work for another. For me, I just picture of Livonia, what I'm doing, and that works for the people that watch me. And works for... And if I started doing the fancy AI generated content, I don't think it would fit into who I am, so I don't do it.
I don't use AI generated. It's literally what I want, what I pick for it. You get to choose like your writing, what you're putting in. It's literally it's just pick a font, pick a style, write in what you're doing, what the video is for, and then that's it.
Yeah, but for me, it wouldn't work. For you, it probably will. You know, Merv, it works very well. Jag, it works very well. Milkman, it works very well. Other people, like me, probably doesn't, because I tend to spend most of my time on Livonia with Cookie on a PvP server where the objective is the same objective as always. Get explosives, kill people. So I don't do adventures, if that makes sense, as a whole.
Yeah.
Right, where do you want to go?
Right. 1 second, you start the stream. Start streaming. Go live. And make sure the stream's working.
What I'll do is I'll take you to a good base location on this map.
Yeah. My channel. God, that latency is a pain in the ass. I never know if I've gone live at the right time or not. Really is a pain.
So it's a bit of a 9K walk to where we need to go to.
Ouch.
It's all right. Not too bad.
OBS has got it up, streaming up. Okay. Welcome back, people. Well, it's another run with Mr. Looting Goblin again.
Hi, guys.
We're literally just doing an adventure run. Nothing really to it. The server will be resetting this week, so we just thought we'd jump on. Goblin's going to show me some tips and tricks again, show me some areas where we could potentially build base builds, stuff like that. Yeah, just have some fun. Let's rock and roll.
Okay. So we'll go down, cross the river, and then cut across.
What the... Oh, there we go.
Okay?
Yeah. My screen just showed up something weird. It's fine. I will need to find somewhere to fill up my canteen. I've got 1 chlorine tablet left as well, so that'll be handy.
Here you go.
Asking ye shall receive. Fucking hell.
And I've got 10
was
chlorine
quick.
tablets. I'll let you have another 5 in a second.
Where's the... Oh, I don't have my canteen anymore. Where the hell's it gone?
Don't know.
Never mind then. Let's just keep going. Oh, wrong server. That's why.
See, that'll teach you.
Just me being a moron. Oh. Yep, while I'm down in Scotland, I'll be running off of 2 laptops.
That'll be interesting.
Well, they both run mobile software, so I'm hoping that they're powerful enough to actually run everything that I need it to run.
I've seen Dayz running on a Nokia phone, so you'll probably be able to get some version of Dayz out of them.
There's a link to Goblin's channel in my description as well, so if you've ever wanted to check it out, I've also linked the name of his server in the chat as well. So if you want to have a look, go ahead. It's literally like playing Dayz in Dark Souls mode.
Hi, Savvy. How are you, mate?
I know some of you out there are going to enjoy a good challenge.
Doing some training, Mr. Savvy.
He's constantly updating as well, making changes, making it better, so yeah, definitely give it a look.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. We'll go up to this bunker. You might
I
find
thought that was a
fancy.
rock.
No, they're little pillboxes that only happen on Livonia or modded servers. And someone's got a base in it.
Oh, it's got a passcode on it.
Great shame.
There's nothing here.
They're probably coming in once a day and filling it up. We'll go to the next one because these are littered all over the place.
Fair enough.
They're good to run through when you first spawn in because there's a chance of getting like a M16 out of them.
Oh, nice.
We're getting there, Savvy. It's a slow process with new players, but we're getting there, mate. It's he's a lot better than I was when I first started off.
When I do get down to building the base on here, I'm really going to have to actually knuckle down and put some effort into it too. I'm not going to be able to just jump on at weekends, play a couple hours, and then hope for the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll get raided if that happens.
Yeah. Just a gun cleaning kit and a smoke grenade. There's a compass. Nothing decent.
I'll take the gun cleaning kit because we're always picking up weapons. So I'll talk. What we'll do is when we get to the potential base, when we get to the potential base building area, I'll talk you through the basics of base building and how the 2 versions of the flag work on this server only. Because they survivalists do things slightly differently than any other server. But we'll need a piece of rope or enough rags to make a piece of rope, so I can show you.
Right. There's gas. Is that gas or just fog?
If it's the airfield, it's gas. Let's have a quick check. I think it's fog.
It's green. It's definitely gas.
Yeah, that's the airfield. It's gas. So be really careful in the town you're coming up to normally, because people die here all the time. Everyone comes here to kill freshies. So it's the worst town in the world to be near. Toplin, if people go there just for PvP. This town, people come here just to kill freshies.
Well, tried to kill me, they're going to get a fucking shock. Chicken in the distance.
And the same as last time, if we find any bases that the door's open, we'll pop in for and see what we can pinch.
So I take it Purge Week, it's literally just every base is open and...
No, so the bases will all be closed, but by doing Purge, they're saying we're going to wipe very soon. So it's a way of telling players that if you have explosives stored, use them up, because the server's about to completely wipe.
How often do they wipe it?
Depends on the server, it'll be in the server rules. Whatever their Discord is. So like on Aftermath that I play with Cookie, they wipe every 6 to 8 weeks. Some servers every 12 weeks, some servers quicker. You know, Goblin Z, I wipe on a BI update, or if the server becomes unstable.
Fair.
But the busier your server is, the more likely you are to have to wipe.
Is that a player?
No, it's a zombie that's all over the place. If it's a player, I've got back to shoot it.
There's a broom in there, let's chuck it under our legs and just fly there.
A freshie's been in here.
Oh shit.
Clothing. Yeah, shooting a high-powered weapon might not be... Right, move on.
Yep. One second.
Not the wipe, but your base is extremely nice. Thank you. It's appreciated.
762, 762.
We're not playing that server at the moment. We're just doing a run on a different server.
Can't do it yet. Fuck it, I'll get it shortly. I'm not doing it in the middle of a field.
That makes sense. I'm just doing some sort of training today with a player. But thank you for popping in. Always appreciated.
In all honesty, if we weren't close to wipe, I probably wouldn't have shot there.
Okay. And that's the way to take it. Hi, John.
Like, normally there's about 70, 80 people on this server at any one point.
Exactly. And that's why with Purge Week, it's really... People are leaving. Nobody cares. Some people will stay and just play the server. Others will take a few days off from Dayz to refresh before they come back in Thursday or Friday night when wipe happens, start all over again. I love wipes. I love the bit when you start off and no one's got anything and people are killing each other with scorpions because they need the resources. And so I quite like Aftermath because it wipes so often. Whereas here, I think it's a 12-week wipe on here from what I sort of remember.
Hmm.
So you've got more time to build something and develop a base.
Yeah, if you can get set up early, like first week or two, you'd be set for the rest of the season.
But you'll need to just remember to come in and put your flag up and keep expanding your base.
Right, I need to reload. Okay. And, right, how do I reload this bloody thing? Because I tried combining the 762 into it and it didn't let me.
Just hold down R, and any 762 you've got in your inventory will put 9 in at up to 9 at a time.
I'm holding down R.
Have you got 76239?
762 by 39, 762 by 54.
Wrong ammunition then.
That's a bit misleading. It's a pain in the ass. I've got a pistol I can reload anyway.
I've got a weapon for you.
It's alright. I've got one here. I've got like 3. I've got my SK5 and my pistol, so we're good.
Okay. All the mighty Ruger. Yeah. Wouldn't go that far.
And it makes sense to keep a weapon in hand.
So you get so on standard servers you get 76239 and 76254. 54 is equivalent to 308. 762 is between 556 and 762. It's Yeah, so 39 is sort of just above 556. 54 is equivalent to 308.
Alright, okay.
In the real world, 76254, I believe, is the NATO version of 762, but don't quote me on that. Where 308 would be the civilian version.
Alright, okay.
So you'll hear me at times call 556223 because 223 is the civilian equivalent of 556, and it's what I used to shoot when I was growing up. Just gonna open some peaches and drink the juice. I'll save you half.
I'm good just now, don't worry. But if we can fill the can with water, that would be handy.
You can on here, can't you?
The tin doesn't disappear anyway, I know that much.
Yeah, no, it's used for making fish hooks. You can't fill them with water, you actually use them for making fish hooks on here.
Yeah, mind I did that last time I threw one to you. Are we just swimming over, or...?
Yeah, if you can use a can, it's here.
No. Okay.
I'll pick as a route that goes via a well, anyway.
Sweet. It takes a while for the wet to kick in.
Yeah, some servers you play, you won't even get wet. Some of the big PvP servers, they've got getting wet turned off, illnesses turned off, needing to eat food turned off. I hate them.
Yeah, they basically just turned it into a giant COD map.
Yeah.
I'm optimistically looking forward to Black Ops 6. But mainly for the zombies. I'm hoping they've done it right.
The RV's now on a well.
Sweet.
I haven't played Call of Duty or any of those games since they stopped having 14-hour single-player versions. I don't really... Yeah. Well, you know me. I play Dayz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of multiplayer on COD. Their campaigns have gotten a bit rubbish. It's just the same shit every time. But zombies can be a lot of fun. Ooh.
There's a blaze there if you need it.
What ammo does that take?
308.
Have I got 308? I do. Fuck this rifle. Bye.
And you can
Hello.
fire both barrels at the same time with a blaze. Blaze will fire 1 or 2 barrels at the same time. So you can put 2 rounds of 308 into a person at the same time with a blaze.
Nice.
Just switch it using X into double, like single or double, and at double it will fire both barrels at the same time. If you're going against an animal, use 1 barrel. If you're going against a player, use 2.
Alright, okay. So I've just hot barring.
But it's a good hunting rifle. And it's not bad in a firefight as long as you shoot first.
Double-barreled hunting rifle.
But John, it's not as good as a Mighty Ruger. That's for sure. Nothing's as good as a Mighty Ruger.
Is there a way to modify like an individual mob's stats instead of all at once?
How do you mean?
So say you had a pack of wolves, and obviously wolves usually have like an alpha.
They don't. It's people believe they have an alpha. They don't.
Yeah.
Oh, in
yeah.
the real world, you mean? Yeah. No. So so when you call an event spawn, you call wolf, and then you call the children, and the children are how many you want. So the event spawn will be wolf, and then you might choose 3 children, and that means 3 wolves will turn up. A maximum of 3 wolves will turn up on that event. And then within the event, you would then say, I'd like between 1 and 3 children to turn up when the event is triggered.
All right. Okay.
So the way you would do it is you would need to write a mod yourself for an alpha wolf. You would need to get it publicised. You would need to get people to upload it to the server, and you would add that into the wolf event as a separate event to call it as a child.
Because it'd be interesting to have like a pack of wolves coming for you, and if you take out the alpha, the big boss, before the rest of them, the rest just kind of scatter.
So people think in DayZ that happens because when you shoot lots of wolves, one of them always runs off. But it tends to be the last wolf that's left runs off. So I think they had that idea, but the code probably wasn't willing. They couldn't get the code to do it when they were trying to do it 11 years ago. So rather than spend more time working on it, they just moved on to the next bit of the game.
Yeah.
And like with everything in game development, you'll have a list that's 20,000 lines long of things you need to do. And which is why the community's always like, can you fix this bug? Why have you never fixed it? And they're like, but we've given you a new rifle. Yeah, because it's so far down the list, they've forgotten what's at the bottom of it. John, I cleared the airport out of Zeds and walls with the mighty Ruger. There you go. The mighty Ruger. I've seen people shoot deer with the mighty Ruger. I've never managed it. I've seen people kill people with the mighty Ruger. Again, I've never managed it. Goblin Zeds might be it's about 3 weeks away from getting potentially very, very busy. I've just done some work in the last 24 hours with someone. So
I keep hoping like Ted will pop in or something, but I never see him on the weekends either.
Who's that, sorry?
Ted.
Ted? I don't know Ted.
Ted, not long got that job. Ted Valenzuela.
Don't know Ted.
He shows up a lot in Merv streams.
Okay, which is why I probably wouldn't know him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we call him our Teddy. He's a really, really big Livonia fan as well. He knows almost like every inch of the map.
Both Shanaris and Livonia now, I can sort of navigate without needing a compass or map, or no, I can just tell me to go. Say you want me to go to Pollyanna, I can take us there. You just got to play hours and hours of the same map to learn it, basically.
Yep.
West killed me at the trader on Goblin Z. West has a habit of killing people. We're not that far off the well now, mate.
Sweet.
There are Zeds here.
Yep, I can hear them.
I'll deal with them silently as much as I can.
I mean, we're coming into a town. I'd be surprised if there weren't any zombies here. Well, he's working boots. How are my boots looking? Worn. They're fine. Oh, I ran into a building I can't get out of. Of course I did.
Got a box of nails.
Nice.
And a
Oh,
water
cowboy
bottle.
hat. Damn right. I got a cowboy hat. It's like the pinnacle of gear in DayZ.
You might as well retire now and start and go and find a different game to play because you've like completed DayZ.
I am a cowboy. Right, you said there's a well around here.
Yeah, so where my marker is, the RV, 150 metres
Yep,
from me.
on my
So
way. I've been here before on a previous run. I didn't know there was a well this close though.
So if you press M for map and then zoom in, the well's a little
Right behind you.
tap.
Right in front of you.
There's a little well icon that's there's a tap basically, and anywhere you see that tap icon is a well. Sorry, I wasn't speaking to you. I was not on push to talk. If you zoom in on the map, wherever you see the little tap icon is a well. So it's right here.
What's the beer symbol?
A pub.
How?
Ow as well. So if one of us is going for a zombie, other person doesn't get involved.
Right, okay. I'm taking I just cut you.
No, but you nearly did. I saw the blood splatter. We've got 3 zombies behind us.
As long as they're not focused on us, I don't really mind.
At the moment, as long as we say crouch down, we should be fine.
I'm just going to keep going until my stomach's full.
Yeah, that makes the most sense at the moment. I would hand you the water bottle, but I've got a cold, so let me drink first. Have you got a cold or not?
Nope.
So yeah, in that case, don't use my water bottle.
Yep. Can I fill that glass bottle up that's sitting there?
No, that's purification to purify bandages with, or wounds.
Okay.
So it's like a vodka bottle. Oh, alcoholic tincture. You can use it if you get scratched by a zombie. You can wash your wounds out with that. So I'll set the next marker, and then we'll move across. So we're going to go via something you need to see. We're going to come up to here. So the next RV is a helicopter spawn point. So we might get a heli crash today, we might not. Because it's worth learning if you're going to live up this area where the heli spawns are. Because that's where you'll loot up the best.
Yep.
And you'll need, when you do this for real, you'll need to find flags. There's 308 ammunition on the shelf here as well. And these hunting shops are where you find flags. Because you'll need to build a flag. But we'll talk through that a bit more when we...
Oh, I found a flag in one of these shops before, but I just kind of dismissed it.
Yeah, you'll need to pick them up on this server. I need every bit of clothing I can get because I need to make rope when we get to the next location.
I've got rope.
Okay, right, let's move on.
I've got 1 rope.
That's fine. That's all we need. We're going to try and dodge these zombies because we don't need to play with them today. Chest holster there if you want it.
Actually, that's going to be handy. Doesn't that take away my hunter's vest, though?
Yes.
Then screw it. We can just stay in my inventory.
Yeah, I got the gambler's hat on Goblin's head. Looks like an extra number.
Oh, hey, Chuckles. Chuckles says hello. He's going to lurk in chat today.
Hi, Chuckles.
Sorry, I was so locked in, I completely forgot to check chat and see if anybody was actually watching.
Right, if it comes to me, I'll deal with it. If it comes to you, you deal with it. We are, John. We're both playing Livonia, but a different
We've got
Livonia
duct tape
map.
and food. I'll take the crackers.
Yeah, always take the food. Duct tape will repair a rucksack.
I need to bandage up. Give me 1 sec.
Roger that. Just doing some training today, John, basically.
Like, I know how I'm supposed to fight zombies. It's just takes so long.
So, people will do their special big punches. I never remember. I just go at it with a knife until I kill it.
You just tank it. Yeah, same as I do.
Yeah, all this. Well, if you step back and you stagger and you hold down shift and you pray to all the gods under the sun, then you can. Nah, we'll just keep fighting till I kill it, and walk backwards if I think it's going to strike me.
Yeah. I have noticed you don't actually block unless you are moving backwards, which is strange.
So
Shift just started.
As we go over the top of this hill, or this out of this woodland here, you're entering bear and wolf spawn territory on Livonia.
Right.
So you're more likely to get bigger animals. But obviously after 1.26, living in bear and wolf territory will be even safer. Because people won't go up there looking for those animals anymore, because there's too much chance of getting poisoned by eating their meat.
Right, okay. So that's just down from Adamo.
Yeah, so if you drew a straight line here across the map, you're sort of in wolf spawn, bear spawn territory on Livonia. You're more likely to get wolves and bears. And if you look at something like the I Survive map, it'll show you where the wolf and bear spawns are.
Right, okay.
That doesn't mean you'll get them. How the game works is the server owners will choose the maximum amount of, say, bear spawns. But that is also linked to zombie spawns, wolf spawns, animal spawns, and every other spawn. So when you run over a trigger area, it'll look at how many it's allowed to have, it'll look at how many it's already got in, and then it'll decide whether it's going to give you one or not.
Right.
Because obviously if you had everything spawning all the time, the server would fall over, because it wouldn't be able to handle it. Because because Dayz was never made for base building, really, and the amount of loot people have. So if you add in people who've got big bases full of loot, servers don't have enough memory to run it.
Right.
So you won't always get animal spawns. Obviously you watch me play Aftermath with Cookie, there's hardly ever any zombies around. And that's because they set it so when there's lots of players on, it turns the zombies off. To give you a better chance of the server not crashing.
No, I've not tried experimental servers just yet. Yeah, the block could do with the change chuckles. It's not amazing. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's still a pain in the ass. If you want to take something out quick, you really are better just tanking the bloody thing. Have you got a long shift ahead of you?
Massive base up here.
Nice.
On top of a spot that people often build on. So
I think I actually took the experimental stuff off of my computer. I mean, if you've got a map that I can try, then let me know and I'll look at putting it back on. It took up a lot of bloody space. Have you used any experimental stuff, Goblin? Any experimental servers?
I play experimental every time it comes out, and then I go, yeah, that works, and then walk away and wait for the actual release, because I prefer to see it when it's finished. Everyone's different. I'm massively looking forward to Frostline. I don't mind about what they're doing, the difference. This is one hell of a base. Look at what they've done.
Yeah. We can get up onto the roof.
We're going to see if we can find a way in. That's what we've got to do. It's been raided.
Hey, let's keep an eye out for tripwire.
Going in. There's crates in here. Building tools. Rubbish.
Yeah.
Shelf system. No, nothing there. So in the reason they build here is right next to this is a helicopter spawn area.
All right. Okay.
So,
it would make it a really popular raid point as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but if you've got a 6-man team that's on 24/7, you could afford to live here.
Right in here.
Just have a look through whatever.
Fishing rods. Some jerry cans.
There'll be some clothing in here because there's things that you can put clothing on. Not a lot, but some buys and ammunition if you need any 380. A stab vest if you want a little bit of protection.
I've got the hunter vest on for the additional storage.
Most of this have been emptied because if someone get raided them, they're not going to leave stuff behind that's useful.
Like, this place was well raided. There's some rope, an axe, universal flashlight, binoculars, versatile spray can. I don't have any. I don't really have much space to be able to take much anyway.
Nothing in here that we need. I'm just taking stuff to show you when it comes to base building stuff.
Poncho.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
What did I attach to the poncho? My fucking blaze. No.
Going onto the roof.
Chuckles, unlike me, I'm 9 times in 10 a complete loner wandering about like a hunter fishing simulator. Yeah, one of the main things I like doing on things like Dayz and like just streaming in general is playing with other people. Like, it's always more fun when you've got more people to play with. Yeah, this place was shit. There's absolutely nothing here. It has just been totally destroyed.
That'll teach them. And that's why they have purge week, so people, because like base like this would have just lagged the whole server because the amount of loot that was in here. So a purge, by having purge week, what you end up having is it gets raided, everything gets destroyed, everything goes, and then the server gets wiped.
Yeah.
Right, I'll set the next objective.
Coming down.
So I'm going to take you somewhere that's quite good for a solo player. Or a small team. Because you want to be a little bit hidden away, but you want to be near the middle of the map. Away from freshy spawns. Somewhere that you can easily run to.
Yeah.
Only 2 doors in, so it's easy to secure.
I came out this way on one of my previous Livonia runs because I recognised the dirt path we came down. And I must have just, like, ran right past civilization.
Yeah, so when I can take you, there is a lot of civilization around it that you need for looting. So you get access to good stuff, but you're far enough away from military that people probably won't bump into you by mistake. And because it's a proper house, by the time that you've put a door in and put some walls around the outside and put a code lock on, people aren't going to be able to see inside, and you've got a fireplace in there.
So, on Purge Week, do things like your markers and that get saved, or do they get deleted as well?
Everything gets deleted. It's like being a fresh character on the server.
Right. So, in other words, take a screenshot of where we're going.
Yeah. Or ask me at any point, because it's where, when we started out, on Livonia, it's where we used to always build our bases. Cookie and I have obviously evolved into building different. Next wipe on Aftermath, we're going to build over the top of the lake with a hole in the floor so we can fish inside camp.
I thought you were going to say it's when you need to take a shit. Or is that the hole in the other room?
That's the other room. And then on a future wipe, we're going to live above a quarry. So then if we're being raided, we can have a hatch in the floor that we can just drop like 300 foot into the water to escape. And then flank round and shoot the raiders.
See, I'd set up TNT traps for if people manage to get in and raid me.
So it depends on the server rules. You have to look at them. So some servers will say you can't trap your base because that's illegal under the server rules. So you have to read the server rules. Because
is it illegal on here?
I don't know.
Ah, okay. I'll have a look.
But 100%, because if you break the rules, you might get a please comply within 24 hours or you'll lose your base, or you might get a ban from that server for life. It really depends what the mods are like. So some servers, you break the rules and they'll just ban you from that by your IP address and by your Steam ID for life from that server. Myself, Merv, Jag and Milkman went on an adventure about 2 years ago on a PvP and raiding server, and I found a way into a base and I got a ban for life from that server.
Because you didn't raid it, you just walked in.
No, I found a way in that may have been in a grey area. And the rest followed me in, but because I initiated it, I got a ban for life. So I have a ban on a server for raiding on a raiding server. Which is a little bit annoying, but that's life.
At least it's not on your favourite ones.
No. Which is why I'm very... When people like say, oh, can I join you and Cookie on Aftermath? I'm very reluctant to say yes. Because I don't want to be banned from Aftermath ever, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You had a bit of lag there, did you know?
Yeah, it's Daisy. It's not... It's 11-year-old netcode. And there are bases everywhere, and there's stuff spawning in, and it's trying to render in all the trees. Now you've got little hunting cabins down here, which can be quite useful if you live near here, because you can find like scopes and food and stuff like, and hunting vests, rucksacks.
Right. Okay.
So it's always worth knowing about this little collection of buildings. You've got some cars down there, which is never a bad thing.
Because I'm a bit like Marmite. You either love me or you hate me. There is literally no in between. And for the record, Marmite is one of the worst things to ever exist.
Lies. Marmite is one of the best things to ever exist.
I have a rifle. I will shoot you.
Marmite I can eat straight out the pot, put it in gravy. Just Marmite's amazing.
And here is the Marmite effect in full swing.
You grow pointy ears if you like Marmite. Yeah, get green skin.
I do have to admit though, I don't like Marmite, but I don't mind Marmite peanut butter. It tastes like it tastes like it's been made from dry roasted peanuts.
See, I hate peanut butter. Can't stand it.
I can hear somebody shooting over to our left, by the way.
Okay. Was it silent? Well, I didn't hear it, so I'm guessing silent.
I just heard a bang in the distance.
Yeah, somebody will be hunting up in the
I
woods.
mean, I might have been imagining it.
It's because I was talking about hating peanut butter and liking Marmite. You were like, I've got to distract him. I've got to distract him.
I actually think if you like Marmite, you'd like the Marmite peanut butter.
I don't like peanut butter, that's the trouble. Every American's looking at the screen now and turning off their computers in disgust. Yeah. But cheese and jam sandwiches, yes, please.
Yeah. Cheese and banana toasties as well.
But so for me, bananas have to be with milk and sugar.
You've lost Chuckles as a subscriber, man. He's a peanut butter fan. Over to our right. On me. Oh, nope. Is it?
Yes, you just can't pathfind correctly because I'm here. So where we're going has a base on it. So someone's built a base here, so at least you can see what they've done. So this is where I would suggest that you live.
Oh, where you were living before?
Yes. Because this is a
Their
sort of
flag's quite
structure.
high up as well.
Yeah, it's dropped one piece. Because it's dropped one piece, they've not been putting it up. Which probably means that they're no longer playing the server because it's about to be wiped.
Machete, I'll take that. It's better than using my knife.
But this is the sort of thing that you could build over a 12-week wipe as you're somewhere to live.
How did you get... Oh, okay. I thought you managed to get in there for a moment.
Sure.
So this is where you did build and somebody took it
Yes.
over, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I didn't. No, this is no. This is not where Cookie and I built. This is not Cookie and I's base, anywhere near it. This is where I would suggest that you build if you get here first. Because it's out the way.
Right.
And because it's out the way, people won't know it. Well, they'll know it's here. It's a map. It's on the map. But it's somewhere that you could put a base up because you just end up... Start with, you just block the house in. And then you expand out. And you've got a fireplace. And you can then build whatever you want. Raiding on here is with explosives or raid tools.
Yeah, I've marked this place with an explosives logo. So if we find any, we can come back.
So we'll run off into the woods somewhere and I'll explain how flags work on this server. Because you'll need to know for base building. And then at least I've explained it so you've got an idea of what you need to do. Because it's different, as I said, than any other server.
So Chuckles, have you tried peanut butter and banana before? Because that is really good as well. If you haven't, I suggest you give it a go.
Didn't realise how much I've missed civilian Zeds. Yeah. But you'll be better with civilian Zeds when you've after spending time with just military ones. So we'll try here because we should be far enough away from the other one. So, to make a flagpole, you'll need to gather 3 short sticks. So 1 long stick and break it down, or 3 short sticks. So we'll find a tree. There we go. So I'll grab a long stick and then I'll break it down.
You haven't got gloves on, so why don't you cut yourself?
I don't care if I cut myself. There we are. That's that dealt with. Got plenty of bandages. So we'll break down the long one. And then I'm going to drag the rope onto it, and I'll get the option of a fence kit, a flagpole kit, a single door kit, a double door kit. So I'm going to choose a flagpole kit on this server.
Yeah, Chuckles, I've got a full-time job as well. That's why I stream on the weekends. It just makes it a bit easier. I do work like every 3rd Saturday, but I just stream afterwards. You'll usually find me streaming any time from like 6 o'clock onwards, so I wouldn't normally stream on a Tuesday, but I was supposed to be working this Saturday, but I've now got it off, so today is just an extra day. I decided just, fuck it, I'll just jump on, see if Goblin wants to play.
But then you end up with a flag kit. Now, on any normal server, you'll place the flag kit down. And then you'll have to build the full flagpole. And that starts off by putting logs in and then building it and then adding wire to it and sticks and stones and wire cutters and
So do you just
flags.
place it into the centre of it?
Yes, and then slowly, and I can send you the instructions of how to build a normal flag. And it takes a lot of work to build. And you can't build a house until you've got that flag up. On this server, it's different. The minute you build the plan, you can build your house. But
Right, okay.
if you haven't built the full flag, anyone that can get to the plan can take control of your house. So if you were an enemy player now and I wasn't in your team, and this was a house and you'd put this inside, and you'd run off to get resources, if I ran in, I could fold this up, and suddenly your base is gone, it's mine.
Okay.
But once you've built the flag fully, people can't steal your flag or steal your base. They can raid it, but they can't steal it.
So the best thing to do is to put some walls in place and a code lock first before you put your flag in place.
I would say the best things to do is to have the resources to cover off the door. Put the flag up, put the flag up like that, the baby flag, to give you the ability of having the base. Then build your door and cover up any walls you need to cover up. And then once you're secure, go and make the full flag.
All right.
Because once you've got the full flag obviously made, then everything becomes a lot safer.
See, where I was looking at building before was, I'll put down a waypoint, give me 1 sec. Was up near my water point, but that you won't be able to see that. So it was up here. It's just another explosives one on the map, top left.
In the middle of the woods.
Yep. It's so out of the way.
Yeah, that works. So
And then
so the points to look at, if you're not going to be on very often, is look at, so on a server like this, look at wherever the circles are. Where the red circles are, because they're the points of interest. And that's where players go to get weapons and explosives. So look at those those circles and think, have they got any reason to go to that wood block? They haven't. The downside to that wood block is it's close to Toplin. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And Toplin's quite punchy. So if you went looting to Toplin, you'd probably die every time, unless you become good at PvP. Until you become good at PvP, sorry. So you've got to think about that sort of thing. Toplins are punchy. Anywhere along the river is difficult to live near.
I think you got it wrong in both terms there. It's if I get good at PvP.
You will get good at PvP. It just takes time from experience. I'm not a mate. Cookie's awesome. He's the best player I know at PvP. He's just amazing at it. And the best player I've run with at pure PvP. I make a kill now and again. But I'm very good at base building, very good at looting, very good at securing, very good at planning attacks on bases. And I love Dayz, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So once you've built your flagpole, then what you can do is you can choose instead, you can break it down and you can reuse it. So you can put your rope back on the sticks again. And this time you could choose to build a single door kit, say. And then you then get a plan, which I'll show you now on the floor, that will take different resources. And it's smaller.
Basically, it just takes a crap ton of rope.
Yeah, so to place a door kit, it says I can't because I don't have a territory, because I haven't got a flag kit down. So I'll let you try that so you can see it. So if you pick that up and try and place it. My last one was average, John. The one before that was excellent.
You need to right, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
got
so
you.
you'd need to have the flag up first. So you need to have enough resources to build the flag and cover up any doors that you need to cover up. Otherwise, there's a chance you'll be hit. Now, if you're building in a house, brilliant. If you're not building in a house, you've got to remember, if people drive a car up to your wall, they can climb straight over it and get into your base. So you'll need more resources because you'll need barbed wire to put on the roof of it and things like that.
Yeah.
So just be wary of that.
Chuckles is saying, oh yeah, and if you go to the area resources are stored like piles of planks and see the stack has been put down in quantities, you know there's somebody nearby. Ask him to take you to a nearby plank supply next.
So pick up the stick. Yeah, no problem. Pick up the stick and metal wire.
Give me 1 second, I'm going to have to reorder things.
And I want them in your hands because I want you to make something.
Alright, okay.
So hold the sticks in your hand and drag the wire onto it. Or the other way around it. Yeah, drag the sticks.
What you want me to create, because it's giving me the option between tripwire and snare trap.
Snare trap. Okay, put that into the ground. So deploy it into the ground. Pick it up and then place it down.
Are you going to walk into this? Because that would be funny.
No, this is for animals when you're desperate for food. So you put some bait on it, like a worm, run off for 20 minutes, come back, there'll be a rabbit inside it for you.
All right, okay.
And then you can cut the rabbit up and it'll be the equivalent of having like half a chicken. But if you've got a few of those around your base, you can use them to generate food. And if you're desperate for food, you're only 20 minutes away. And by the time that you've put it next to a tree, know where you are, run around the woods collecting mushrooms and come back, you've got a rabbit to eat as well.
Right, okay. And you could always mark them as well so that you know exactly where you've dropped them too.
Yeah. And people don't use snares at all. And they are really useful.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's useful. Like then, next stage. It depends on the server. Also, the wood piles move round. They're not a guarantee that they'll be where we go. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because each server will have markings of where you can spawn in a wood pile, and after so many seconds, it will despawn it and choose another place on the map to put it in. And then when it's used up, it will be gone, and then it will cycle somewhere else on the map. But at this point in the wipe, you'd expect some to be in. So look for industrial areas. So we're there. We'll pop down to... Let me just grab the marker a second. This won't do it, but this is somewhere worth visiting en route to where we need to go. So we're going to go down to that RV.
Yep. I started heading off towards my death position for a second there.
So, John, love the snare trap. It's good, isn't it? Thank you, Catfish. Appreciated. So, there's mushrooms on the ground here because we've been here for a little bit of time, so they started to spawn in. So if you come back here, there's a mushroom here. And if you have a look at it, it says rotten. If it's rotten, mushrooms will spawn in within 20 minutes of you being in an area. When they go rotten, it means it spawned in when we first got there, or someone ran past 20 minutes ago. If you if you're running through the woods and you suddenly run along and see a mushroom like that, and it's like new, it's not rotten, it's safe to eat, someone has been through there in the last few minutes. If you've stood around for a while, they'll start to spawn for you in woods.
Interesting.
So it's a way of working out whether there's players around. Ground signs, basically.
Yeah.
So where we're going
Chuckles,
now...
if you want.
Oh, carry on.
Yeah, Chuckles, if you wanted to jump on some weekend, I don't know if I'm going to be able to for the next month or so. Because I'm heading up to Scotland for about a month and a half, 2 months. If you did want to, you're welcome just to fire me a message. I'll link my Discord in here when we get to the next save point. You go, Goblin. Sorry.
So where we're going now is a quarry. Now, in quarries, if you're playing vanilla Daisy, deer running to our right-hand side, it's been spooked by somebody, probably us, but worth keeping your eyes open. We might be being followed by players. So quarries and vanilla Daisy is where...
Yeah, if we're playing vanilla.
Well, is where you'll find explosives. So plastic explosives in quarries. Now, on here, plastic explosives don't matter because here they use breaching charges for raiding. But it doesn't mean that they don't spawn breaching charges inside quarries. There's no way of knowing until you explore them.
I like that. I've only built bases in vanilla servers and I'm terrible at it. These mod servers have altered base building rules, customizations, and even prefabricated sections you can pop up like Legos or IKEA. I think from now on I'm going to refer to this server as the IKEA server.
Yeah, that's a fair point. If you've only ever been on vanilla, this is like, they do what? They have... What's all this about? Yeah. And then when you look at something like Aftermath or Rearm that Cookie and I play, and it's like really IKEA. This is IKEA light. So I could show any vanilla player how to put a roof on a vanilla base. They don't know. A goblin technique to put a roof on a vanilla base to stop, because there's no roofs in vanilla, but that way people can't climb into your base. Just making use of what they give you. Can be done.
I hear wolves.
Yeah. We'll walk for a while, and then because I don't want to have a firefight near the quarry in case there's players there. So let them come to us here, and then we'll deal with them.
Right, okay.
And I'll try and kill them with my scorpion because it's less powerful than if you get up to the high seat over there, or use you got an MP5. Use the MP5 with the silencer, because that way players won't spot us.
I cannot promise that I won't die here.
Don't shoot them when they're running. Wait until they pause and look at you, and then shoot them between the eyes.
You're making assumptions that my eyes can see their eyes.
Okay, shoot their head when they pause.
Like, my eyesight isn't as bad as Sketchnade's, like nowhere near it, but it's still not great.
I had 20/20 vision up till 35, and then for the first time in my life got issued glasses because I could no longer see my PC screen.
Right, I need to get rid of that fucking death marker. Goodbye.
So we'll just bimble on. Yeah, John, just puppies. That's all they are. Little baby puppies.
Chuckles, ooh, I need to learn that. Basic vanilla bases are a wood palisade with square watchtowers.
Chuckles, I can teach you how to make a unraidable vanilla... No, not a roof on a vanilla base without a problem. Do you need food?
I've got plenty.
So one of the things you can do if wolves are coming is climb onto a vehicle. They can't get to you.
Yep.
Same as zombies, obviously. On this server. On some modded servers, they'll be able to climb onto the vehicles.
I had plenty. It's all gone now. It's all gone rotten.
Okay, I've got food for you if you come to me and climb onto the car.
I've got some crackers. That'll do for just now.
I can give you a can of unknown food, and we'll soon have wolf to eat.
Are you sure they're actually going to show?
No, because we've climbed onto a vehicle now, so they won't be able to pathfind to us anymore. So unless they've tracked us quite close by this point, once you climb off the floor, they can't track you anymore, because you're no longer where they can see you. So you can use height to your advantage.
Alright, okay.
Same
so if you hear wolves howling and don't want to fight them, just get up on something high.
Yeah, and just wait. And if they get to you, sometimes they will get to you anyway, because they came in quite close. But if they're a distance away, they won't be able to track you anymore. So this is where I was killed last night on Aftermath, on an event. There are Zeds in here. Trap to you. So worth searching for explosives if you're on vanilla.
308.
Got a present for your rifle. So your blaze.
I've got the blaze.
Yep, keep the blaze. I've got a present for you for the blaze. There you are, that'll fit on it.
Oh, nice. You got a zombie on your ass.
Yeah, it's about to die. It died.
Harley Quinn. Oh, canteen. Yes, please. So, how does base building work on your server?
We use something called Dayz expansion, which when you put the flag down, it automatically builds the flag completely. and then it's a different model, but I've got a video on the Goblin Z Discord explaining how to base build using expansion base building. So it talks you through how you cut the wood and how you make each individual part and what you do differently.
Because
Because it's a different way of doing it. And the reason I use expansion is because it tracks in the back end of the server everything that's made. So because I set in my rules that people are only allowed 10 code locks, it allows me just to look at one screen and see how many doors they've got.
Alright.
Whereas without that sort of tracking, I'd have to trust people, which you can't do in Dayz, or fly around every day to every base to see if anyone's cheating. And then I'd know where all the bases are, so it doesn't feel right that I might raid someone.
Yeah.
So we're now going to go...
Do you need 22s?
No.
I'm dropping that because I don't need it. It's just taking up space that I don't need it to be taken up.
We're going to go to the entrance of the bunker. Obviously, you probably wouldn't want to go here. Unless you really had to.
See, Chuckles, I've never done base building before, which is one of the reasons that Goblin's here today, really. Oh, it was a ruined carp fillet.
Yeah, I threw it on the floor. And what we'll do is after wipe, because base building on here is different than vanilla. It has vanilla built into it, but they also have their own base building mods as well. So after wipe, and once you've found somewhere you want to live, if we can plan it for the sort of time that I'm available, I'll come and help you build. Because it's easier sometimes to have other people talk you through it. Also, their Discord explains everything really well. And I think they've got videos as well, because they've built their own base building mod that fits in with vanilla.
Alright. Nice. We're going to have to go fishing at some point soon.
Okay. After we've been here, if we're not dead, I can find us a lake. And I've got purification. I've got 10 purification tablets, so we'll be fine for water.
Yeah, I've got a chlorine tablet myself.
So if you ever get the bunker key card and a set of MVGs, and there's more than one of you, this is the bunker that you would go to go into the underground area. But you need 2 people to get through the bunker. You need MVGs because it's pitch black in there, and you need a swipe card to open the door. But outside of it, there's a little bit of military.
And as far as I'm aware, no zombies spawn inside the bunker either.
Unless they've been set to do so using a third-party mod. So when I run Livonia, I put zombies inside. Some servers will also run it as gassed. In vanilla, it doesn't have gas in there. Sorry, got to go out. Catch you later, Goblin. Okay, thanks, John, for being here. So yeah, so really depends upon the server, and I don't know about this one because I've never entered the bunker on this one. Just going to take a multivit because I'm sneezing.
Gap in the fence down here.
It always annoys me that we have to go through gaps, but zombies can climb over barbed wire.
Yeah. Well, we actually give a shit about our bodies. They don't give a fuck. Like food.
I also think that we should have a mod that allows us to take wire cutters and cut a hole where we want to.
Yeah.
But then on a restart, it rejoins it all up.
Food, glorious food.
So I found a mod, and I would never run it because it wouldn't be fair on players, that when you cut down trees to base build, it keeps them cut down for the whole of the server wipe. So because people, what they'll do is they'll run round, and when they see loads of trees cut down, they know someone's nearby building a base. So what this mod does is it keeps them cut down, they don't regrow. But it just drinks resources. Player or zombies?
Zombie. I'm using silence, so it should be fine. 762 by 54.
Okay, well, is that the L shape's open up here, which means players have been in here looting. So stay sharp.
1 second. I'm getting attacked.
You alright?
I really have to bandage before I die.
Okay, come into this. Come into my building and I'll shut the door.
Like, I was using a silenced SMG and they still all came to me.
Yes, silence isn't really silence in Dayz. It's suppressed, and it's badly suppressed.
There is KAS-74U.
Yeah, AK-74.
Nice
There's,
sight.
there's a box of 308 where I am. Oh, down there, you can see.
Yep, 308 as well there. There's also Bison and pouches.
Yeah, so you'd need a... So like I've got a plate carrier on. Those pouches fit on the plate carrier to give you more storage.
Yep. Light helmet. Right, Blaze takes 306. Sorry, 308. What does the SMG take?
9mm.
9mm. Yep. Do I have
Do
9?
you need a good rucksack?
I've got a good one.
What size?
It's a combat backpack, so 63.
Okay, same as I got here. That's fine.
Looks like I'm onto my pistol. Which I don't have hotbars because I'm a moron.
Do you have any 5.56 on you?
I've got a full box.
Okay, I've got an M16 for you and another full box that you'd have to single load it though. Just one round at a time. I'll bring you an M16. We're going to get out of here now anyway because this is a dangerous place to be. Because people come here to hit the bunker and they come here fully armed, ready to go. I'll find us the nearest lake.
Where did my pistol go?
Okay, I've set an RB on the lake.
I've lost my pistol.
Okay, don't know on that one.
Oh, I know when I lost it. No, I've not lost it. Oh, no, yes, I have. It's not in the chest holster either. Yeah, I've got no pistol anymore.
Okay. You still got the MP5?
Yeah, I'm going to drop it in a minute.
Okay. If you come to me, I'll let you have an M16.
Right behind you.
Okay. One M16 and one spare box of ammo for it.
And there's the MP5 if you want it.
I'll take the battery because I always keep them. But no, I'm fine.
Right, unpack all this.
We're going to go to the lake so you can get some fishing done.
Yep.
At least, I mean, it's one round at a time. At least you know when you hit someone with that one round, they're getting 5.56 through the head.
Yep. I have found a few places where I would like to build.
That's good.
One of them's a building that's got a door on either side of it. And then it's got 4 doors on the downstairs. And then one of those doors leads to an upstairs area. And the building is grey on the inside.
So all you've got to remember is every door needs to either be blocked off or become code locked. But because you're only allowed so many code locks on each server, they will say this is the maximum amount of code locks you're allowed on a base. if you have like 4 doors in and you put a code lock on each, that's 3 doors that you're wasting. Because that's 3 less doors people have to fight to get to your last room, your loot room, the furthest in. So you would block off with walls 3 of them, and 1 of them you'd put a door on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But so it's always going to be easier to have a building with only 1 door going in than it is a door with 2, 3, 4, 5 doors, if that makes sense. Also, if you build inside a building, they will always show up on the map. So people can always find you just by looking at the map and running building to building, looking for loot. If you build in the middle of the woods, you don't get a building to build around, so it's harder to build the initial base, but you're less likely to be found. But it's a risk versus reward, isn't it? It's do I build in an existing structure that's got a fireplace and will make it easy to live, but a better chance of being raided? Or do I go and build something in the middle of the woods that's going to take a lot harder to build, but less chance of being raided?
Yeah, I can hear a deer.
Yep. It's up to you. Go deer hunting or fishing, whoever you prefer. You've got a blaze, you'll kill a deer. You've got the M16, you'll kill a deer.
I heard it over to the right, just the direction I'm headed. I mean, either way, we're going to have to go down to the river to wash up afterwards.
No, I can make gloves.
Yakasha.
I'll make some gloves, so once it's cut up, we can use gloves to cover our hands.
Or just cut it up with gloves on.
Okay, no, give me a second, I'll make some gloves.
Sweet. Needing a drink?
I'm fine, thank you. I've got a water bottle on me. You can turn those rags. I'll turn them into gloves. Says I can only make 1, so I'll make you some gloves. Hand wrapping. There you go. Gloves on the floor for you.
Thank you very much. Right, 1. Right. We should be set on food for a while anyway.
Oh yeah. The food problem dealt with.
Alright. Right. We'll be back. We could head down to the river and refill anyway. Refill our canteens and things. We'll just make a fire down there.
In which case, I'll set one that's safer to cook at. So
Like my food's flashing red, so it's going to have to be quick.
Okay, let's stop where you are a second. Drink that can of Coke. That will give you a hit.
Thank you very much.
Because you get sugar off it as well. And
That'll do until we get there.
there's an unknown food can as well if you need the food. It's pre-opened for you.
I don't know whether I should be eating this or not. I know that unknown food can cause issues.
So mouth at a time, then stop, and then another mouth, then stop. And each time the chevrons stop going up, take 1 more mouth at a time. So unknown food can is the same in Dayz as dog food, that it is randomly whether it's going to make you sick or not. So you eat 1 mouthful, you let your body settle down, then you eat another. Cookie just eats them all and seems to never get the bad random. Every time I eat them, I tend to get violently sick. So a mouthful at a time.
Oh, just got flooded with engineers and management. I'll be more mum now. Right, okay, got you, mate.
So you're now sort of more closer to where myself and Cookie are living.
Right, okay.
Or we live at this end of the map because players don't come up here so often. All the big
Yep.
stuff up here to get better loot is up here, but players don't go looking for bases up here. They live nearer the river because it's easy to get to when you die. They come up here to get good loot, then go home. So it's safer, we think, Cookie and I, because we can only play 4 nights a week, that we live up here. Because it's less likely to be raided.
Hmm.
Out to my stream, I will be doing a run
What is it you do for work, Chuckles?
on Walking Dead tomorrow night. The view to potentially base building on there.
Didn't you say to watch out for areas where trees have been cut down?
Watch out for what, sorry?
Areas where trees have been cut down.
Not so much on this server. This server, it's just to show a forestry block. On my server, it means it's a minefield. Or it's people are base building. But here, that's a forestry block. That's been cut down to... Because it's a massive wood. We had an update about 1.5 years ago in Dayz that changed the south of the map where we are now to make it look more real. So they cut areas down, they dug new quarries, they put wood like operations in to make it look a bit more real, make it feel a bit more lived in. And they're things that you will learn playing the map, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Have you've seen a normal tree when you cut it down, I'm guessing, or haven't you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
So if you see trees cut down like that, that means there's players around within the last restart, because trees will respawn. And if people are cutting down a full tree, they're doing it to base build. But if they're base building close by, there's a good chance you can kill them and grab all their stuff out their base.
Yeah, that doesn't work for you, though. You shut every door as you come out.
Oh, 100%. Players don't always do it, though. We've hit players before where they haven't. They've just left doors open while they run around gathering wood. And or they've only had one door and we've executed them as they're opening that door to go back in. And then they're dead. They're 3 miles away and we've got access to the base.
That's mean.
Nah, that's Daisy. Before you gather loot, you need to build an airlock. It's a learning phase. I've had it done to me. So you learn. It's like people who won't kill freshies. Whereas I'm of the mindset that freshie, if they've just spawned in front of you on an area where you're both on the beach, then not killing them I get. But if you're running through a freshie town and there's someone running through it and they don't look like they've got a lot, they might have a sawn off Mosin inside their jacket. You just don't know, do you? So I'm of the mindset you execute them there and then. Because if you don't execute them, they'll probably try and execute you.
Like, we both look like freshies at the moment.
Yeah. But apart from the fact that I've got an S-Val in my hand, and an AK hidden in my rucksack, and an SKS on my back, fully armed, ready to go. And I have plate on. I just don't have a camouflage jacket. So this is a good potential base building location. Because you've got a little caravan down here that you can cover up. Or a little base down here that you can build around. You've got a lake nearby. Yeah. It's not difficult to block off this little area here where you've already got stuff. It spawns in magazines and boxes of rifle slugs and that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And you've got a little room ready to go. So it can work really well. Right, let's get a fire together and sort our lives out.
Yep. Right, I need to drop those bones. I don't need them. Put this away. And then I've got my hands free again. Right. I'll get some long sticks if you want to get the...
I'll get
And
bar.
get the fireplace if you want to get the kit sorted out.
Yeah, we'll do it up at the house. We'll up at the little lean-to, so we've got some cover.
Right, I'll drop the sticks up there. Oh, 12 gauge. 7.62. There's the stick. There's 8 damage, 10 RD mags here by the... Oh no, it's a 10 RD with 8 rounds in it, sorry. It's for 308.
Yeah, which you need because you've got a 308. So you can take the ammunition out and use in your blaze. You're going to need another long stick because you're going to need to cook over the fire unless you've got a pot.
Yep, give me a moment. So I have no space in my inventory whatsoever.
And
I'm having to do it like little bits at a time.
And I'm not putting anything in my inventory because my clothes are wet through.
There's another stick, and I'll go grab some more for keeping the fire going.
Excellent.
Gather some logs, that'll keep it going for a while. Right, I want to head in a straight line.
So you'll need to cut that log into smaller logs to make it into firewood.
Yeah. I don't know where my axe has gone. There it is, it's on the floor. Don't know why I dropped my axe. Makes no sense to me.
Because you've got no space in your inventory, so when you picked up the log, it would put the axe on the floor. It does random shit
No.
like that in Dayz.
No, I had space. I don't know why. It should have just gone back into my inventory again.
Just it's doing the Dayz thing. Remember, base
Right.
building was never part of the initial Dayz. When Dayz first came out, there was no base building in it. So
Yeah.
a lot of the things that we're doing now were added later without sorting out the code from before.
Make firewood. Make more firewood. Do we split the firewood, or we just throw it in as it is?
Throw it in as it is.
Three, 4, 5, 6. And that should keep it going a while. I'll grab another long stick so I can cook up as well. Long stick. What I would like to see is a simplified version of Dayz, like where things do, were like, the hell? Where did my knife go? Combine, sharpen stick. Oh, I've lost the knife. Okay. Yeah. It's alright. I've got my machete as well, so it's not a problem. It's just confusing.
I'll do a Scum stream at some point, so then you'll think Dayz is simplified compared to Scum. Was it you that played Subsistence?
No.
So Subsistence is Dayz single player with just the survival side. So build a
Right,
base,
okay.
survive on a map, single player only. You can play co-op. The game's about £14. It's written by one developer. Has been in early access for about 10 years. Massive grind, but it's a really good survival game if you like building bases and fishing and hunting, and you've got AI that you can attack in bases, airdrops and loot crates and things. But it is it's what led me to Dayz. Not a bad game. I'll send a link over to you so you can see what it's like. And I've got videos that go up on my channel on every Wednesday about it. I do a series that goes out on a Wednesday.
Bear in mind that I run integrated graphics at the moment, so some games don't.
Okay, so sub would work probably fine because it's such an old game. And it's not. But certainly have a look on my YouTube at some point at the Subsistence videos, because that might give you that fix, if that makes sense, of simplified Dayz. And it's a good, and if you're into survival games, it's a good survival game to make content in. Not overly expensive, and there's lots of stuff to do. You get 2 big updates a year from the developer.
Right, let's eat one of these. I'm going to have to wait for it to cool a little. Oh no, there we go. Right.
You can eat it warm on here. I think we can. There's no survival hot cold thing on here.
Now I'm ill because I've waited so long. Literally just as I'm starting to eat, I ended up ill.
So if you get your food full and your water full, and you got the plus symbol on your health, you've got a better chance of fighting off the illness. Get the plus symbol on your temperature, water full and and food full, you've got a fair chance of fighting it off.
That canteen was only half full, so I'm assuming it's somebody that's dropped it or left it behind.
And they might have been ill when they
Yep,
dropped
that's
it.
why I've chlorined it.
But I've got chlorine tablets you can have. And
Yeah, I've already done that.
And there's a pond down here that we can get water from.
Yep. Right. Put venison in hand, combine with other way around. Stick. Where did the stick go?
On your back,
Oh,
you drop the
okay,
rifle.
I'm so confused.
Right. It's Dayz. We're all confused. We're all just faking it till we make it. None of us have a clue what we're doing, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
How to maintain a balanced diet, bowel movements, small clothes matter, especially in snowy northern sections of the map. Could you imagine if you had to take bathroom breaks in Dayz as well?
Put the right mod on, you will have to. And when I play Scum, you have to take bathroom breaks in Scum, and if you don't wipe yourself and use soap and water and wash, the infected will be more attracted to you. Actually, I agree, Dayz is nothing but confusing. I get that. Yeah, so Scum, it breaks it down into like calories, and types of food. So if you eat the wrong types of food, you'll get fat, and then you won't be able to climb fences anymore. If you eat the wrong types of food, you won't have the strength to carry weight. So Scum takes it to advanced levels.
Jesus.
Yeah, and a full proper medical. So Scum has full on medical. Like every illness you could think of that you could catch in the wild, that you could catch. And then you need to go to hospitals and get the proper meds to combat it. And it's literally Dayz on steroids. It's Dayz taken to a whole new level. Very difficult. Very, very hard. I love it, but I can't play it at the same time as Dayz. it's too intense for me to be able to mix and match between the two games. So when I take a break from DayZ, I go to Scum for a month.
And then when you come back to DayZ, you're like, wow, this is way fucking easier.
Yes. And I wish I'd started playing Scum at the beginning in some ways, because I probably wouldn't have come to DayZ, because Scum is probably for me a better game. But it's not as popular as DayZ. But Scum is about to. It's still in beta. We're about 2 releases away from it going into out of early release, and then at that point it'll be launched on Xbox and PlayStation as well, which will probably do very well because consoles don't have hardcore survival games apart from DayZ, really. So if when they suddenly get Scum, they're going to have a whole new world to fight in.
Well, I don't know how people feel about Minecraft, but I consider that a survival game, to be honest.
I would agree, but it's not like it's modern graphics, is it?
No, but that's the appeal of it.
I used to play Minecraft. It's not me anymore. I still own it. Merv keeps threatening to take me on an adventure.
Yeah, he was mentioning that to me as well. I've got it downloaded. I do a couple streams every now and then for it.
But I'm not. Yeah, I used to, in the days before I moved into multiplayer stuff, I used to dig massive holes on a Sunday and build big monster killing pits, which is basically all I ever did.
Okay. Chuckles has given us a server to check out. Siberian Hell is my other friend. Server Deer Isle map, and you have skills and sleep levels to maintain. It's a DayZ mod.
Yeah,
So I take it.
If you're, I won't play it, but certainly try it out. I don't like it. I don't like the skilled ones, but give it a go because it's something that you might love, and if you do, then you've found your home. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So the Walking Dead server also has sleep levels and stamina levels that you need to maintain. So you get a base level stamina, and then you get overall stamina as well. And the only way to get that.
Yeah, I've been watching a friend play it. So yeah, I would anything that's got a Siberian project on, it's worth giving it a go and to see whether you enjoy that level of hardcore. Some people do. I don't, and so when I make my own servers, I set them between vanilla and Siberian project hardness because I found Siberian project just too. And there's another one that's similar to Siberian, like advanced medical. I just don't enjoy it. Never have. It's too much for me. Right, that's my food cooked. I now need water and food. Yum 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 yum.
The good thing
But there's so many different servers and so many different mods that I think anyone in DayZ can find a server that suits them.
Yeah. It's a good thing I'm ambidextrous. I can write that down and continue to play while I'm doing it.
I wish I was. I was trying then to fulfill my vape because I got to that point where there was no juice in it and I was trying to cook food at the same time. My father was ambidextrous.
I've scribbled that down, Chuckles. Thank you very much. I will definitely check that out at some point in the future. I do, however, want to get used to like just normal DayZ and advanced DayZ to start with. So like Goblin server would be a good place to go after this because it's just reduced loot. Hello, Sketchney. How are we? I'm getting called a show off.
Oh, why?
Because I'm ambidextrous.
Hardly fair, is it?
Just jealousy, you know.
Yeah.
I can't help being special.
You'll go far. The further the better. I mean, you'll go far.
Right, let's eat this and we should be good.
Just sorting out my inventory a little bit.
Oh. What the hell? Why am I being sick?
That I can't help you with. Overeating?
No, my stomach wasn't full. I'm so confused.
But you're sick, aren't you? So if you eat too quickly when you're sick, you will bring it up.
Oh, right, okay. It's all good. My food and water are still going up, so we should be fine.
I'm gonna do a water fill here and also get some sleep, just for 30 seconds because my sleep bar's dropping.
Yeah, I'll nick a chlorine tablet off you once I've filled this up as well.
There's 5 on the floor next to my feet for you.
Thank you.
Remember, small sips because you're ill.
Yep. I don't need it just yet. It's just to sort out the future.
Yeah, it's coming.
Is this an actual storm or just a normal storm?
On everything apart from like my servers or Namausk, they're all just normal storms.
Right.
Unless it's a mod, unless it's a special mod, but this is just a normal Livonia storm. So this is just bad weather. And Livonia it rains all the time on, which is why I never get so overly excited about drying out all the time, because you're always wet.
Yeah.
Just the Livonia way. I'm going to give you a multi-bit. Two left, so... give me a second.
Feed me, Daddy. Feed me.
There you are, you've got a multi-bit.
Thank you.
That was too much. Right, I'm now going to sleep next to the fire. I don't want you touching me inappropriately in my sleep, alright?
I'm not making promises.
I'll wake up tied up, missing all my clothes and all my loot's gone and you'll have disappeared. Oh, and it won't let me sleep because I'm wet and clothed and it's not night time yet. Stupid game.
That kind of ruins what I was going to do, but okay.
You had a piece of rope ready, did you?
I did, yeah.
Right, where's next on our little adventure?
Explosives. I want to see if we can take that base open.
So let's hit the military here. See if we can find anything useful. Right, go for Bimble.
I missed you not streaming last night, Sketch. It was a very quiet night without you there to liven it up a bit.
Sketch, certainly I don't wish. Sketch is giving me abuse in my channel and you abuse in your channel, I'm guessing.
Sketch doesn't give me a...
So when I said to you, don't tie me up, etc, 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 the message I got in my channel from Sketch is, you wish. So abuse, just abuse.
I keep forgetting that I should have your chat open on my screen as well so I can interact with both sides.
Yeah, that's something I would never, I don't do. I suppose because I stream mainly with Cookie and we've got everything sort of worked out how we play. Just how I do it. Yeah, you're probably the first person other than Cookie that I've done a run with where we're both streaming in a long time. But I'm going to do, well, as I said, a little bit more of it. I'm going to start doing it Thursdays and Saturdays, because they're the nights that Cookies aren't not available. I normally work Wednesday nights. I do 14-hour days on Wednesdays normally. But Thursdays and Saturdays, Cookies on date nights. So I'm going to find servers to play on. Doesn't always have to be Goblin Z.
Yeah. But I would love to try out that new medieval server.
Yeah, you dissold me at the point you said it had dragons and things on it. But
Like, do you know you get like the airdrops and then you get your gas attacks and things?
I do airdrops on my servers. Yeah, I do. I have airdrops on Aftermath. We do airdrops. I love airdrops. Airdrops work really well because, especially if you've got a good PvP server, because airdrops draws players in for a firefight.
Well, the dragons on that server are basically your gas attacks.
So, is it using the new dragon mod that came out about 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay, in which case I know it because the day it was released, I downloaded it and looked at the code.
It does sketch me. I really want to check it out. I just can't remember what it's called, so I'm going to have to go through Barnby's stream again to find out.
That's me shooting a Z.
I didn't even hear it.
I'm using an S-bow, so...
Also helps that you're about 100 meters away.
And this is quite vanilla. If you play Aftermath, rounds carry 1,000 meters depending on how big they are.
You could have also shot when there was a thingy of thunder going off, I guess.
So sometimes I build on here because this is not counted as military, even though it has some little bits of military here, and that blue barn's quite good to live in. Once you blocked off the downstairs, because you can then build a floor and live on the second floor. And there's a military container here. There's chance of military loot, and there's a little bit of industrial here, so you get industrial loot. So nails and code locks.
Oh my days, there's about 4 of them around here. Fucking hell. Climbing on a container.
I'm going to hide in the back of a... I'm probably going to switch to something a bit more meatier.
Reloading. Come up here with me.
With my weapons.
There's one. Need to reload. This blaze does good damage, but the fact that you have to reload so often is a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Behind you.
Yeah.
I shot between its legs. I OL'd it.
I'm going to go in the container and clean my weapon.
Nice. Rainfall's supposed to stop them hearing you.
It broke on the last update. And they do hear you if you shoot. They don't hear you if you just run around. Oh, sorry, crawl around. Shooting they'll hear. But it did break on the last update, and it won't probably be fixed until 1.26 rolls out properly.
Blaze is loud though and can be heard a kilometre away.
Yeah, Blaze is loud, but you can stick a bottle suppressor on it.
Jag played one with dragons in, but don't think it was the same one. No, this new one that I'm on about came out about 3 weeks ago.
Hi, Jag.
No, it was Sketchney saying it.
Oh. So if you're going in here, blue barns, always look upstairs because often they spawn nails. This time a box of 308 for your blaze, which I'll let you have in a second. And there's a defender vest there, which is body armour for you.
Where's this box of 308?
I picked it up.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it on the floor for you. There's a defender vest there. I'd say it.
But if I get rid of that, it kills off my hunter vest.
Yeah, but the defender vest stops bullets, so hunter vest doesn't.
But it also means that I'm losing all my ammo.
Your choice. Yeah.
Give me a moment, I might be able to make some sacrifices here. Right, I don't need the 7.62x5.4. I don't have anything that can actually use it.
So Sketchny,
So if you want
no.
that, take it. 7.62x5.4. That's 308.
Are you binning off? What are you binning off?
7.62x5.4.
I'll pick it up.
I don't have a pistol anymore, so I don't have any use for...
So Sketchny, no is the best
Oh no,
answer
the
I can
380
give.
goes into my rifle anyway, so that's fine. I've got loads of 380.
My guess is...
45 ACP. I don't have a fucking thing anymore. There's more 7.62x5.4. 7.62x5.4 tracer rounds. I just need to move all this down. Was that you throwing something?
Yeah, I threw away the rifle I've got no ammo for anymore.
What ammo does it take?
Some strange version, not normal 9mm, it takes like a special version of 9mm made for Russian assault rifles.
Oh, right, okay. I have a gun cleaning kit.
It takes 9x39, not 9x19. So unless you've got any 9x39.
I've got 12 gauge slugs.
No.
5.56.
Oh, you need that for your M16.
45
High
ACP. 5.45x39. I'm going to put the rest of this. 7.62. I've got a full box of 7.62x5.4 there as well.
Okay, I can grab it off you if you don't need it.
I can get rid of that.
I don't need it either, but I might need it at some point. Probably not, because in 10 minutes' time I'm going to be logging off, but hey.
Let that go away. Right, I don't have the pistol for it anymore, so I might as well drop it. Screw it. Right. Clear this out. And I need that for that. And this needs 3 slots. I've already got a knife. Which one's the better one? Veritable armory. Good man. Yep. Anybody that ends up finding me is going to be... Anybody that, well, kills me is going to be very fucking happy about it. I don't need this torch. That can go, and then I can keep that knife. That's fine. Right. Okay, hunter vest is clear. That took a hell of a bit of work, and I'll tell you.
But you're better off with something that will protect you from bullets than you ever will be just with the storage on something else, especially on a server like this. So at the moment, at the moment it doesn't massively matter. There's no players on, but making a choice to put armor on over storage will keep you alive longer.
Yep.
And also it stops zombie from scratching you. It's like putting a helmet on will stop them from hitting your head. So you've got a better chance of not getting scratched by a zombie.
Nice. That's actually good to know.
But you'll lose potentially storage because you're using that instead. But it does make a difference. The other place to build, or obviously if you want something really weird, is people build inside these huts. People just put a door on here and their flag next to the side of it and then build around the outside. And they'll actually make a one-man house inside a hut.
That seems interesting.
But it can be quite good as a solo. Very. Fire. Very. Which is why we've been doing this.
No explosives there, unfortunately.
No. So let's go and find another objective. Right, so the RV I've set, which is 1.3 away, is where you'll get good military kit out of.
Roger.
But it might make no difference. You know, it's 8 minutes to restart, and I'm finishing at 3. And by the time we next come on here, the server will probably have wiped. Yeah.
Yep.
But at least
No, I'll be
you'll
finishing
know.
at 3 as well, so I can jump on and watch Marv speak with him.
Yeah. At least you'll know sort of where these things are happening. And you've had a good run around the map. You've gone from the middle of the upper right to the bottom of the map, and round for just clear, realistically, of some of the better loot areas on Livonia in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I've shown you the basics of building a base. Obviously, we haven't been able to do it on here, talking about the flag. We've spoken about where you get loot from, sort of houses to use, how you would want to cover up doors. I think we've accomplished stuff today.
Yeah.
You've tried to convince me to go on a server that's got Nessie on it, and I said no. But you keep trying.
I don't know if I'm going to enjoy the medieval server or not, but it's just something different to try.
Oh, yeah, and that's... So, just because it's not me, doesn't mean it won't be you. So, Irish, one of my best friends in the online gaming world, he hated Dayz, and he kept trying various servers, and he hated them, and he thought would play it because I played it. But it wasn't him. And then one day, he joined the Stalker roleplay server that's on a whitelist. So it's a private server, you need to have an application to join. You need to be fully in character all the time. And he can't get enough of it. He plays it non-stop. He loves that server. He wanted me to go there and try it, and I tried it once and I hated every second of it. But for him, it's the best server best thing he's ever done. He loves the game. So there's something for everybody. Sketchy, it's not Nessie. Sketchy says, but it's Nessie! Laugh out loud, smile. Dragons, no. It's not Nessie. There's only one Nessie, and that's the family Ness. It's a cartoon of when I was little.
No. Nessie lives in the lock.
No, it's a family Ness. It's all about a group of dinosaurs that lived in cartoon land that all lived in Scotland.
Collins Aerospace. No, I've never actually flown. I do eventually intend on getting out of the UK at some point, but at this moment in time, I'm kind of trapped here. Chuckles is jealous of Irish.
Chuckles, if you ever want to play a whitelisted server, Irish will take you along on a whitelisted roleplay server and will help you do your application if you want to join him in his little team. He runs a shop on the server, runs his own store, but it is hardcore roleplay, no real base building, no raiding. You can only shoot people if you're given authorization to shoot them. You have to follow about 40 pages of rules to play on the server. And if you break them, you get banned for life. It's hard going.
Oh my days.
Hello, zombies. Goodbye, zombies. Oh, hello. In the door as well, mate. Oh, you've trapped me. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a moment. I'm asleep.
Oh my days. Holy fuck.
I got knocked out.
Yes, I jumped a bit too early as I was trying to get onto the container to stop them hitting me.
Sketch, that's fine. I can't remember the tune for Family Nest, but it was awesome. Yeah, they just want to cuddle.
Is there any way of waking yourself up quicker?
No. Someone else can wake you up.
What the fuck do you think you're doing then? Come on, wake me up, resuscitate me.
I was knocked out.
Any excuse.
Where are you hiding to? I don't know where you are.
Let me up on the container. Thank you. I'm on top of the container.
Nothing to me at the moment. Ah, you're over there. Okay.
Oh shit, I've dropped my gun. I'm gonna have to switch to the M16 and reload after each shot. Oh, of course you moved. Why did you move?
Going to lock myself in this container. No, not that one. In the side door. There we go. And that'll be the restart.
Oh, what a
probably-
time to get kicked.
And the end of the stream from my perspective. Thanks for today. I will see you soon.
I think that's where I'm going to end it for today anyway.
No problem at all. And I'll see you again soon.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. Thank you for coming along again.
That's all right. Not a problem. We'll do it again sometime.
Yep, definitely.
Okay. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Out to my stream.